What if the very foods you thought were healthy were quietly spiking your blood sugar and draining your energy? Most seniors unknowingly eat foods every day that claim to be low-carb or sugar-free, but they're filled with hidden traps that sabotage your metabolism and silently accelerate aging. But here's the good news. There are powerful, natural foods with zero sugar and zero carbs that actually protect your brain, support your heart, and even help you shed belly fat. In this video, we'll reveal the 10 best foods for seniors that won't spike your blood sugar, won't pack on pounds, and might just transform your energy, memory, and longevity. For years, seniors were told to avoid eggs because of cholesterol, but recent research from Harvard and the American Heart Association confirms what nutritionists have known all along. Eggs don't raise your risk of heart disease when eaten in moderation. In fact, they're loaded with nutrients your aging body is quietly begging for. One large pasture-raised egg contains over 6 grams of complete protein, nearly 30% of your daily B12, plus choline, a brain-boosting compound essential for memory, focus, and protecting against cognitive decline. And here's the kicker. Choline deficiencies are shockingly common in adults over 60 and have been linked to early-stage dementia and liver problems. Eggs are one of the easiest and most affordable ways to fix that. They're also rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that protect your eyes from macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss in seniors. But the secret is in the source. Pasture-raised eggs have up to 3 times more omega-3s and 6 times more vitamin D compared to standard supermarket eggs. So when you buy eggs, skip the cheap white cartons and look for labels that say pasture-raised or omega-3 enhanced. Whether you like them scrambled, boiled, or poached, this tiny food delivers massive benefits without a single gram of sugar or starch. And the next food? It's a crunchy snack that tastes like junk food, but can actually lower your blood pressure. Here's the surprising truth. Celery contains a unique plant compound called phthalate, specifically 3N-butyl phthalate, which has been clinically shown to relax blood vessels and lower blood pressure. In one study from the University of Chicago, patients who consumed celery extract saw significant drops in their systolic and diastolic blood pressure in just 1 week. That's a game changer for older adults, especially those managing high blood pressure without wanting to rely solely on medication. Celery is also rich in antioxidants like luteolin and apigenin, which have been linked to reduced inflammation and better brain health. And unlike starchy vegetables like potatoes or corn, celery has almost no effect on blood sugar levels, making it ideal for anyone with prediabetes, diabetes, or insulin resistance. But here's the kicker. The crunch of raw celery actually stimulates chewing and saliva production, which helps digestion and improves dental strength, 2 things that naturally decline with age. Want a senior-friendly snack idea? Try celery sticks with almond butter or cream cheese, a combo that satisfies your craving for crunch without sending your glucose through the roof. And it's incredibly easy to add to your meals. Dice it into soups, toss it in tuna salad, or snack on it straight from the fridge. No cooking required. Celery might not win any culinary awards, but when it comes to fighting high blood pressure, inflammation, and metabolic decline after 60, this humble veggie punches far above its weight. And coming up next, a creamy food that's been feared for decades, but science now says it may shrink your belly fat and support brain health at the same time. For decades, fat was the villain, especially for seniors, where low-fat everything became the norm. But science flipped the script, and full-fat Greek yogurt is now one of the most powerful no-sugar, low-carb superfoods you can add to your diet. Here's the key. Not all yogurt is created equal. Low-fat, flavored yogurts are sugar bombs in disguise, often loaded with 12 to 20 grams of sugar per serving. But plain, full-fat Greek yogurt contains 0 added sugar, minimal carbs, and a perfect mix of protein, healthy fat, calcium, and probiotics. Let's talk benefits. For seniors, muscle loss is a creeping threat after age 60, what doctors call sarcopenia. Just one serving of Greek yogurt contains up to 20 grams of high-quality protein, which helps protect muscle mass, keep you strong, and reduce fall risk. It also supports gut health, thanks to billions of live cultures that improve digestion, reduce bloating, and help the body absorb nutrients more efficiently. And gut health doesn't just affect your belly, it's been linked to brain function, mood regulation, and even immune defense. And the fat? That's the good part. Full-fat dairy contains conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a natural compound shown to help reduce abdominal fat and improve metabolic function. Seniors often avoid fat, thinking it clogs arteries, but in reality, moderate full-fat dairy intake has been linked to a lower risk of heart disease in multiple long-term studies, including one published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Here's how to enjoy it. Stick with unsweetened, full-fat Greek yogurt, not light, not low-fat, and definitely not flavored. Add some cinnamon or a few crushed walnuts for flavor and healthy fats. Still skipping yogurt out of habit? You might be missing one of the most complete anti-aging foods out there. And next up, a creamy spread that was once considered pure indulgence, but is now a brain-boosting, heart-loving, fat-burning essential for seniors. Avocados used to be dismissed as too fatty for older adults, but that old thinking completely outdated, because avocados are one of the most powerful zero-sugar, low-carb superfoods seniors can eat, especially after 60. Here's why. One avocado is packed with monounsaturated fats, the heart-healthy kind that can lower LDL cholesterol and raise HDL, the good cholesterol that protects your arteries. That's a big deal for seniors, especially those managing blood pressure or cardiovascular risk. But what makes avocados unique is what they don't contain. No sugar, no starch, and barely any net carbs. That means no blood sugar spikes, no insulin crashes, and no risk of hidden metabolic damage, something common in many so-called healthy fruits. Even better, avocados are high in potassium, containing more per serving than bananas. That matters because potassium helps regulate blood pressure, support muscle function, and prevent cramping, all common issues in aging adults. In a 2022 study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association, older adults who ate one avocado per day showed significantly reduced belly fat and improved cardiovascular markers within just 12 weeks. Plus, the fiber content in avocados, nearly 14 grams per fruit, helps improve digestion, reduce inflammation, and even promote feelings of fullness, which can curb unhealthy snacking. Here's the pro tip. Don't overcomplicate it. Slice one onto a salad, mash it onto low-carb toast, or blend it into a smoothie with leafy greens. The fats in avocado also help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, making it a nutrient multiplier. So if you've been avoiding avocados out of fear of fat, it's time to flip the script. This is one creamy food your brain and heart will thank you for. Coming up next, a humble root that's been used in ancient medicine for centuries, now backed by science as a blood sugar stabilizer and inflammation fighter. It's not a food in the traditional sense, but it deserves a spot on this list, because when it comes to low-carb, zero-sugar superfoods, turmeric is in a league of its own, especially for seniors battling chronic pain, inflammation, or brain fog. The secret is in its active compound, curcumin. According to a study published in Advances in Experimental Medicine and Biology, curcumin has been shown to reduce systemic inflammation, the root cause of over 80% of age-related diseases, from arthritis and heart disease to Alzheimer's. In fact, researchers at UCLA found that older adults who took a curcumin supplement for 18 months experienced improved memory performance and attention, along with less buildup of tau proteins, which are closely linked to cognitive decline. And here's the kicker. Turmeric has zero carbs and zero sugar, yet acts like a pharmaceutical in the body. It blocks NF-κB, a molecule that turns on genes linked to inflammation and degenerative conditions. That makes it a game-changing addition for seniors dealing with joint pain, metabolic syndrome, or early signs of cognitive decline. But not all turmeric is created equal. To absorb curcumin effectively, it needs to be paired with black pepper, which contains piperine, increasing absorption by over 2,000%. You can stir it into soups, sprinkle it onto roasted veggies, or add it to your morning eggs. For a quick win, try a turmeric tea made with hot water, lemon, and a pinch of pepper. Want something stronger? There are also curcumin extract capsules with enhanced bioavailability, which many seniors take daily to manage inflammation naturally. It may be ancient, but turmeric is proving to be one of the most modern tools in the fight against age-related decline, with no sugar, no carbs, and no side effects. And next on the list, a creamy, fatty food you were probably told to avoid for decades, but it turns out it may be one of the best fuels for your aging brain. For years, doctors told seniors to fear fat, but now we know. The right kind of fat can protect your heart, sharpen your brain, and even extend your life. And topping that list is none other than extra virgin olive oil. Let's be clear, we're not talking about generic cooking oil or olive oil blend. We're talking about cold-pressed, extra virgin olive oil, a golden liquid packed with powerful compounds like oleocanthal, a natural anti-inflammatory that works similarly to ibuprofen, without the side effects. According to a 2020 study published in Nutrients, seniors who consumed extra virgin olive oil as their primary fat source showed better cognitive function, lower risk of stroke, and even slower brain aging. It's a cornerstone of the MIND diet, which has been linked to a 53% reduction in Alzheimer's risk. But here's what makes it perfect for this list. Olive oil contains zero sugar, zero carbs, and is loaded with monounsaturated fats, which lower bad cholesterol, LDL, and raise good cholesterol, HDL, a critical balance for anyone over 60 trying to protect their heart. It's also rich in polyphenols, antioxidants that help reduce oxidative stress, the same cellular damage behind wrinkles, memory loss, and joint pain. Want to make the most of it? Use it raw whenever possible. Drizzle over salads, roasted veggies, or even mix into a warm soup before serving. Cooking at high heat can destroy some of its most delicate nutrients, so low to medium heat or cold usage is best. And a pro tip: look for dark glass bottles and harvest dates, not just best buy labels. Freshness matters, and real olive oil has a spicy, peppery kick at the back of your throat. That's the oleocanthal doing its work. This isn't just salad dressing. It's liquid longevity and one of the easiest ways to protect your mind and body without touching a single gram of sugar or carbs. And next, we'll look at a strange little seed that's nearly all fiber, yet can keep you full, reduce blood pressure, and even help regulate blood sugar without a single spike. They may be tiny, but don't underestimate them, because chia seeds are one of the most powerful low-carb, zero-sugar foods a senior can add to their diet, and here's why. First off, chia seeds are virtually carb-free when you subtract the fiber. Out of 12 grams of carbs per ounce, 11 are fiber. That makes them blood sugar neutral. No spikes, no crashes, and no stress on your pancreas. Even better, that fiber forms a gel-like substance in the gut, slowing digestion, improving nutrient absorption, and helping regulate bowel movements, something many older adults struggle with. And because fiber feeds your healthy gut bacteria, chia seeds are also a prebiotic powerhouse, enhancing your digestion and immune health long-term. But that's just the beginning. Chia seeds are also packed with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA, which supports brain and heart health, rich in magnesium, which helps regulate blood pressure, blood sugar, and muscle relaxation. Loaded with plant-based protein and calcium, helping preserve bone density and muscle mass in seniors, a study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults who consumed chia seeds daily for 12 weeks showed reduced belly fat, better glucose control, and even lower inflammation markers. But that's just the beginning. Chia seeds are also packed with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA, which supports brain and heart health, rich in magnesium, which helps regulate blood pressure, blood sugar, and muscle relaxation. Loaded with plant-based protein and calcium, helping preserve bone density and muscle mass in seniors, a study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults who consumed chia seeds daily for 12 weeks showed reduced belly fat, better glucose control, and even lower inflammation markers. Best of all, chia seeds are incredibly versatile. You can mix them into smoothies, add them to yogurt, stir them into oatmeal or low-carb cereal. Make chia pudding by soaking them in almond milk overnight. They require zero cooking, last forever in your pantry, and carry no sugar, no starch, and no side effects. These little seeds are quiet giants, working behind the scenes to stabilize blood sugar, fight inflammation, and keep your gut and brain in sync. And what's coming next might surprise you, because this next food has been unfairly blamed for weight gain, but new research shows it might actually help boost metabolism and melt belly fat after 60. For years, cottage cheese got a bad rap, either as diet food or old-school mush. But guess what? Full-fat, unsweetened cottage cheese is one of the smartest, lowest-carb, zero-sugar foods seniors can eat daily, and it might just help you burn fat while keeping your brain sharp. Let's break it down. 1/2 cup serving of full-fat cottage cheese contains around 14 grams of protein, less than 3 grams of carbs, and 0 sugar. That makes it ideal for seniors who want to protect muscle mass, manage weight, and avoid blood sugar spikes. But here's what sets it apart. Cottage cheese is rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein that helps prolong satiety and steadily feeds your muscles and brain with amino acids. That means you stay full longer and snack less, without spiking insulin levels. It also contains vitamin B12, which is critical for nerve health, mental clarity, and energy production, nutrients many seniors are deficient in. And don't forget about calcium, key to preserving bone density and preventing fractures after 60. In a 2021 study published in the Journal of Nutrition, older adults who ate high-protein dairy like cottage cheese experienced better body composition, lower body fat percentages, and improved muscle retention compared to those on lower protein diets. Cottage cheese is also an excellent blank canvas, easy to flavor without added sugar. Mix it with cinnamon, a few crushed walnuts, or even some diced avocado for a savory snack, or blend it with herbs for a high-protein dip. And unlike sugary yogurts or starchy breakfast cereals, cottage cheese delivers slow-burning fuel, not blood sugar chaos. So, if you've been avoiding it because of outdated diet advice, now's the time to bring it back. It's creamy, filling, and metabolism-friendly, without a carb or sugar spike in sight. And coming up next, a leafy green that's so nutritionally dense doctors call it the anti-aging vegetable. But chances are you're not eating enough of it. It may not have a fancy label or a flashy color, but spinach is hands down one of the most effective zero-sugar, ultra-low-carb vegetables for seniors, and its benefits go far beyond just vitamins. Let's start with the basics. 1 cup of raw spinach has 0 grams of sugar, under 1 gram of net carbs, and less than 10 calories. But don't let its small nutritional footprint fool you. Spinach is one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. It's loaded with magnesium to help regulate blood sugar, blood pressure, and muscle relaxation, potassium to support heart health and fluid balance, vitamin K, essential for bone strength and arterial health, which becomes more critical as we age, and lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants proven to protect vision and reduce the risk of macular degeneration. In fact, a study published in Neurology found that seniors who regularly consumed leafy greens like spinach had significantly slower rates of cognitive decline, comparable to being 11 years younger in brain age. And here's what makes spinach truly unique. It contains alpha-lipoic acid, a compound shown to improve insulin sensitivity and help lower blood sugar levels naturally without medication. It's also incredibly easy to use. Add a handful to your omelet, blend it into a smoothie, stir it into soups, or lightly saute it with garlic and olive oil. You get the benefits instantly, with zero carbs and no blood sugar disruption. Most seniors focus on protein or supplements, but spinach quietly does it all. Brain support, joint health, bone protection, and blood sugar control, all from a few leaves. And finally, the number one food on our list is one that's been used for centuries in ancient medicine. It's not only zero sugar and zero carb, it may actually help reverse insulin resistance and regenerate nerve tissue. You won't want to miss it. It doesn't look like a mushroom, and it definitely doesn't taste like one. But when it comes to protecting your brain, rebuilding nerves, and fighting age-related cognitive decline, lion's mane mushroom is the number one no-sugar, no-carb food every senior should know about. Used for centuries in Chinese and Japanese medicine, lion's mane isn't your typical culinary mushroom. What sets it apart is its two rare bioactive compounds, hericenones and erinacines. These compounds can stimulate the production of nerve growth factor, NGF, a molecule that literally helps regenerate neurons and repair brain tissue. A study published in Phytotherapy Research followed adults over 60 who took lion's mane daily for 16 weeks. The result? Significant improvements in memory, focus, and cognitive performance, with no side effects. And when participants stopped taking it, their cognitive scores dropped again, confirming its impact on neuroprotection. That's not all. Lion's mane has also been shown to improve sleep quality, reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, lower inflammation markers in the brain and gut, and help stabilize blood sugar levels in older adults with prediabetes. And the best part? It contains zero sugar, zero starch, and zero carbs, making it a safe and potent food medicine hybrid for anyone managing blood sugar or insulin sensitivity. Lion's mane is available in multiple forms. You can saute the whole mushroom like a meat substitute. Its texture is similar to crab or lobster. Or more commonly, take it as a powder mixed into coffee, tea, or smoothies. It has a mild, earthy flavor and pairs well with cinnamon or cacao. If you're looking for one food to rewire your brain, revive your nerves, and fight off age-related decline at the source, this is it. No carbs, no sugar, just pure healing fuel for your future self.